So these bars are real old, and pretty cheap. And this collar has worked its way loose from these threads. So I'm going to repair that with good old JB weld. You just mix up this epoxy, put a little on the threads, jam the two pieces together. It sets up hard as steel. You ain't got to weld nothing. This costs next to nothing. So if you ever need to repair a bar, there's how you do it. Just hit this with a wire brush to knock the rust off. You can already see that's much improved. Alright, here's how this bar is busted up. This nut has gotten, let's see if we can get that in focus. There we are. This nut, the threads have rusted up, so they no longer interface with the threads in there, and that means this whole unit can just slide right on off. And you don't want that. Alright, so I'm gonna take this, hit that with a wire brush to knock all the rust off. Then apply a little bit of JB weld, shove it back in there. Alright, so we got two bars, got to repair in two ways. One, this nut has got to get in there and hold. The other one, this collar, has got to latch onto these threads and hold. So I'm going to take our JB weld, put an equal amount of both on here. There we are. Now we take our ultra precise $1,000 calibrated mixing implement, and we just mix these two together. Once you got a homogeneous color, the epoxy starts to activate. Now you got to work fast because you only have 24 hours before this stuff sets up. So, speed is of the utmost importance. All right, there we are. Take a bit of that on the stick. Spread that on the threads. Make sure not to get too far in there because these bars, the collars, will spin. We don't want to impede that. We just want to join the collar to itself. So a little bit of that. Dust that up on the edges. I'll move this out of the way. Just spread it on there like frosting on a cake. Gray petroleum distillate frosting. All right, there we are. Now just work these two bits together. Spin them around to make sure we spread that epoxy all over. Now I gotta clean off the excess. All right, there you are, your Robert's nephew. Now we just got to dose up in here real good and dose up our bolt and stick them two together. All right, there's a good amount in there. Bolt's dosed up real well. Just get that collar on there. Line everything up. Get that bolt in there. Make sure it's jammed all the way back. Spin it a couple good times. Make sure the epoxy's grabbing onto where it needs to grab onto. Get the feeling like this bolt could go in there further. That should be good. All right. Now in 24 hours, that should be set up and good and solid. All right, it's the next day and that's good and solid. That's good and solid. Yep. Those bars are held together real well.